Good morning, Cullman. Thank you for joining us on Cullman Today. I'm your host, Christine Wiggins, and today is Tuesday, September 2nd. Coming up on Cullman Today, Fairview Lions Club hosts annual Labor Day celebration, Cullman's annual Sweet Tater Festival, and Cullman Police Tactical Unit trains for high-risk situations. All of this plus sports, weather, and more. Now let's take a closer look at the top stories happening in Cullman today. The Fairview Lions Club held its annual Labor Day celebration on Monday at Randall Shedd Community Park. The highlight of the day was the parade, which featured local first responders, the Fairview High School marching band, business owners, pageant winners, athletes, and many community groups. Hundreds of residents turned out to enjoy the event, lining the streets to cheer on participants. In addition to the parade, visitors took part in a classic car show, sampled food from local vendors, and enjoyed family-friendly activities throughout the day. Organizers say the celebration continues to be a favorite Fairview tradition, bringing the community together each year to mark the holiday with fellowship, entertainment, and hometown pride. Labor Day weekend in Cullman means it's time for the Sweet Tater Festival. The annual two-day tradition was back, bringing food, fun, live music, and plenty of community spirit. Annabelle House has the story.
It was a beautiful, sunny Labor Day at Smith Lake Park as festival goers from across the region gathered for the 29th annual Sweet Tater Festival, a beloved Cullman County tradition that continues to grow each year. From the smell of funnel cakes and cheese fries to the sight of handmade crafts and homegrown produce, the atmosphere was full of energy and community spirit. Vendors lined the park offering everything from boba tea to boutique items and, of course, fresh sweet potatoes. Live music kept the crowd entertained while kids enjoyed brand new attractions like a spider jump trampoline and a petting zoo. One of the highlights of the day was the classic car show, which drew in car enthusiasts of all ages. Though exact attendance numbers haven't been released, the crowd was large and growing steadily throughout the day. The Sweet Tater Festival remains a yearly highlight for many families in the area. If you didn't make it out this time, make sure to mark your calendars for next Labor Day and come see what makes this Cullman tradition so special. This has been Annabelle House with Cullman Today.
The Cullman Police Department recently conducted a tactical training exercise as part of its ongoing preparation for high-risk and crisis situations. The department's tactical unit, established in the mid-1980s, has been training for nearly 4 decades to ensure safe and effective responses during critical incidents, according to Chief Joey Duncan. Duncan said the team trains multiple times each month, covering a wide range of mission and real-world scenarios. Their latest exercise included precision shooting drills performed under physical stress, designed to simulate challenges officers face during high-intensity operations. The training also focused on breaching techniques, using a variety of methods to enter structures through doors, windows, and other access points. Duncan added that a key part of the exercise involved coordination between sniper teams, who provide observation and precision response, and immediate action teams, tasked with quickly securing areas to allow aid to reach those in need. He also noted that Cullman Fire Rescue medics train alongside the tactical unit, providing on-site emergency medical support during both exercises and deployments. Duncan said this joint approach ensures tactical readiness while keeping health and safety a top priority for officers and the community. And that's all for our top stories this morning. Coming up, Auburn opens with a big road win, while Alabama falls in its season debut. Sports is next. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the Tide and Tigers fared in their season openers. Auburn launched the Jackson Arnold era Friday night at Baylor, and the Texas native did not disappoint. Playing just 2 hours from his hometown, Arnold rushed for 137 yards and 2 touchdowns while throwing for 108 yards. He capped the night with a 27-yard score late in the fourth quarter to seal a 38-24 win. Auburn led 17-10 at halftime and extended the margin on Jeremiah Cobb's 2-yard touchdown. Baylor answered with a long drive to make it 24-17, but on the ensuing kickoff, Rayshawn Pleasant sprinted 98 yards for a touchdown that gave the Tigers breathing room at 31-17. Baylor trimmed it to 7 again, but Arnold engineered a 12-play, 75-yard drive in the fourth, converting 3 third downs and then scoring himself to put the game out of reach. Auburn returns home to host Ball State Saturday night at Jordan-Hare. In Tallahassee, it was a different story for Alabama. The 8th-ranked Crimson Tide fell 31-17 to Florida State in their opener at Doak Campbell Stadium. Ty Simpson, making his first career start, completed 23 of 43 passes for 254 yards and 2 touchdowns. Jeremy Bernard had a career night with 8 receptions for 146 yards. Rico Scott and Josh Cuevas each added touchdown catches. On defense, Justin Jefferson, Deontay Lawson, and Keon Saab led the way with 6 tackles apiece, with Saab recording the Tide's only sack. Alabama will look to bounce back in its home opener Saturday against Louisiana Monroe. And that wraps up sports for today. Coming up next, learn how to protect your home and garden from wildlife pests at an upcoming Agriplex workshop, and a community vigil for World Suicide Prevention Day at Depot Park. Welcome back. Now it's time to speed things up with a news rundown. 4 stories in under 4 minutes. The North Alabama Agriplex is hosting a special program designed to help home and garden owners manage common wildlife pests. Titled Wildlife Damage Management Around the Home and Garden, the workshop will be led by Regional Extension Agent Norm Haley. Participants will learn how to identify damage caused by wildlife, review laws and regulations, and explore practical techniques to reduce and prevent problems in their yards and gardens. The program also covers effective control options and important considerations for dealing with pests responsibly. The workshop will be held at the Agriplex with a $10 registration fee that includes a light lunch. Space is limited, so early registration is encouraged. For details or to sign up, call 256-297-1044 or visit the Agriplex website. Week 2 of the 2025 Cullman County Youth Football season brought plenty of action across the county Saturday. At Cold Springs, the Fairview Aggies swept the Eagles, winning all 3 age groups, including a tight 8-7 Pee Wee finish. West Point traveled to Holly Pond, and the Warriors earned wins in every division, capped by a 27-0 Pee Wee victory. Good Hope hosted West Morgan, but the Rebels took control, winning all 3 matchups. The Fireplug game went 20-2, Wee Wee 14-8, and Pee Wee 22-6 in favor of the Rebels. Vinemont visited Hanceville and came out on top in all 3 contests. The Fireplug Eagles pulled off a dramatic 12-6 double overtime win, while the Pee Wees blanked the Bulldogs 14-zip. Finally, Cullman hosted Danville. The Bearcats dominated the Fireplug game 42-6, but the Hawks claimed the Wee Wee and Pee Wee matchups. Alabama cotton growers are facing a new challenge this season with the confirmation of an invasive insect known as the two-spot cotton leafhopper or cotton jassid. The pest was first reported in Henry County earlier this month and has since been confirmed with several other counties, with new reports coming in almost daily. The cotton jassid is small but destructive, feeding on the underside of leaves and causing damage known as hopper burn, which discolors and curls plant tissue. Left unchecked, infestations can significantly reduce yields. Alabama Extension specialists say early scouting is critical, especially as harvest season approaches. Producers are encouraged to look for the insect's distinctive markings, 2 black dots on each wing, and report any sightings immediately. Trials are already underway to evaluate control strategies, including pesticides, that have shown promising results. For now, Extension leaders recommend careful monitoring and following application guidelines to prevent overuse. The Alabama Department of Agriculture and Industries will begin statewide surveys next week to assess the spread of the pest. Updates and resources are available online through Alabama Extension and Auburn University. United Way of Cullman County is inviting the community to a special event in honor of World Suicide Prevention Day. The vigil will take place Tuesday, September 10th at 6 p.m. at Depot Park. Organized in partnership with Garrison Gives Hope and volunteer Ricky Browning, the event will serve as a time to remember loved ones lost, raise awareness, and share hope with those who may be struggling. United Way says the vigil is especially meaningful to its staff, many of whom have been personally impacted by the loss of friends and family. Community members are encouraged to attend, spread the word, and stand together in support of prevention efforts. Organizers say the goal is simple but powerful: to remind people they are not alone and to bring light and hope to Cullman County. And that's your 4 stories in under 4 minutes. Now for a quick break before we look at the weather ahead. I'll be right back after this quick message. Let's take a moment to look ahead at the weather forecast. Today will be mostly sunny with a high near 82 and a chance of showers and thunderstorms in the early afternoon. Tonight, partly cloudy with a 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms and a low around 61. Wednesday looks a lot like today with mostly sunny skies, a high near 82, a slightly stronger chance of showers and thunderstorms. Wednesday night, partly cloudy with a low around 63. And that wraps up today's edition of Cullman Today. Thank you for sharing your morning with us. And remember to stay connected by following us on social media and visiting CullmanTribune.com for the latest from our community. We'll be back bright and early tomorrow morning at 6:30 a.m. Until then, I'm Christine Wiggins with Cullman Today. Have a wonderful day, Cullman.